Okay, this is my 125 gallon cichlid setup. If you want to be more specific, I guess you'd call it a American cichlid tank or a New World cichlid tank, I've heard these types referred to as. Basically just a whole buttload of real common starter cichlids. Got the Oscars, Jack Dempsey's right there. Tried to pair them up the best I could. Nothing too expensive or fancy or hard to keep. It's my dominant male Firemouth. Really starting to be a pretty fish. Him and his girlfriend are probably going to go on a 40 breeder pretty soon here by themselves. He's just getting too pretty to be around all these other fish and getting those fins nipped up and everything. I do have to say I really like the way these Oscars have colored up and turned out. I can get a better shot without glaring it from my reef. But yeah, if you look at my old video, the 72 bow front, these are the last two survivors. I had four or five, I think, and these are the only two that lived. Everybody else killed each other off. But it's weird, I don't really see too many Oscars that look that good when they're this big. I usually see people that have them, I don't know if they don't do enough water changes, they don't vary the diet enough or what, they just feed them goldfish all the time. Usually their eyes are like bulging out, the colors on them are all dingy, you can like see the outlines, all their scales and everything. They usually just don't look that good, and I don't know if it's just too small of a tank, not enough maintenance, because these fish require a lot of filtration and a lot of maintenance. There's no way getting around it. If you want to have clear water and healthy fish with this kind of setup, you really got to know what you're doing if you want to keep that water clean. The bio load in this tank's huge. I'm not sure how many fish I have in there, but there's two big plecos in there pooping all the time. There's a catfish pooping all the time. And then all these little cichlids. Those white convicts there. Got those in an auction for like $2 or $3. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them. It's kind of weird. They kind of pull the whole tank together like a nice rug. The white in there moving around all quick. My Honduran red point. Really beautiful fish. Kind of want to get him in his own tank as well. You see that dorsal fin, it's just not looking as nice as it could. That's really a beautiful fish, but it's definitely not looking as nice as it could. A little too stressful for him in there. He's kind of a wimp. Somebody used him to cycle tanks, so he's not used to being around all these fish. I mean, he does fine. He's definitely got more aggressive since he's been in there. He knows how to survive, but yeah, that's that Firemouth. I'm really starting to get proud of the way that fish is starting to look. I don't know what, my Dempseys don't look as nice as some that I see online. I don't know why. I did get these big though. I didn't raise these from babies. Everything else in here I raised from baby. Sorry, the Firemouths I got from a buddy. Not even sure what that is. I got those for free as well, and I didn't keep the bag. But yeah, this is my 125. It runs into a 15-gallon sump. 3 1-inch holes. Alleged 4,000 gallon per hour pump feeding the whole system. I drilled it myself, plumbed it myself, resealed these seams as well. They were looking pretty rough when I got it off Craigslist, so I redid them myself, and not a drop has come out of this tank. Always try to do stuff yourself. I mean, why would you not want to learn as much as you can while you're on this earth, you know? So anyway, I'll try to make this a little more interesting, because I know a lot of cichlid guys don't give 2 shits about fish like these, and I'll give them some food. Kind of see them school. It's a lot of fun. I know I threw a lot in there, but it's for the video, and I just did a water change, so don't leave any mundane comments. I take care of my fish. I'm actually really proud of this tank, because I do put a lot of work into it. Just started running water lines so I don't have to haul buckets to and fro it. When I'm doing water changes now, I just open up a valve on either side. Drains out of one end into my drain, comes in another straight from a copper pipe. Now the thing about that is I can only do 30% water changes that way, or else I'll nuke the tank. So you gotta add dechlor, use RO water, let the stuff sit overnight so you get all the chlorine out. But if you do frequent 25% water changes with a bioload as big as this tank and as well established as it is, I don't even use dechlor. I add the water straight in. As long as I keep it to 25-30%. Now if I do a 50%, which I do have to do every once in a while to keep it as nice as I like it, then I do have to haul the buckets. No getting around it. But I spend more of my time looking at this fish tank here than I do any TV in my house, so it's worth it. That's all.